Hello, this is Tomasz Rocinski for Touch Plus, and welcome back to another part of modeling stick of Hern. Now we need to sculpt this mesh, so activate brush, make sure you're in sculpt mode mesh. This way we will move only the base gauge of our stick. And as you can see, I can change polygon type to subdivision, and I won't lose definition because I'm sculpting actually the mesh. This is not multi-resolution sculpting, this is sculpting only the mesh. So it really push points on this character, on this mesh. So I'm just refining placing of the points, but I'm doing this in the base mesh. So now I'm just refining our structure, so I'm pushing this and pressing shift to smooth some areas. It is a very nice way of creating organic shape, organic forms in polygon modeling. So now I can just add some irregularity to lower lid and refine this part when the eye socket is. In real life, in human, this is eyeball. So now we got defined eye socket, and we should just smooth those areas of the mesh. Okay, we can just add some variation to the surface. Remember, it's not multi-resolution sculpting right now. We're just defining the mesh itself. So we can just move it over here, and we can just smooth this part also. So press shift and smooth a little. Okay, now just a few notches to get nice surface. Alright, and we can do it over here also. Just a quick pushing and smoothing, and we got some distortion over here. And now change the image map details and make sure you get multi-resolution turned on, and now we can sculpt in multi-resolution. So let's wait for Modo to think of this, and we are on the 5th level of multi-resolution. So now activate push inflate brush, and now we are starting to sculpt this. So now add some wrinkles, so gently stroke and then smooth the stroke out. Okay, and we can now add some wrinkles to the eyelid. Okay, and just patient with this. So we can add wrinkles to lower part of eyelid. Okay, and change the brush size to add some bigger ones, some more general wrinkles of the skin. If you had errors like me on multi-resolution, just smooth it out and Modo will get rid of it. So now we got nice irregularities for the skin. As you can see, now I'm using the control key to push wrinkles inside. Smooth is for smoothing, control is for pushing in, and normal stroke is for pushing out the surface. We can change smooth amount to even greater than 100, and then the smoothing will take care of any errors that you might encounter in your sculpting. So get back to 100, and now add wrinkles in the corner of the eye. Most humans won't have this and don't need have this wrinkles on the eye, but we can add it to our character to make him look very old and wise. Okay, so the stick should be old. And now, again, just add one stroke and then smooth it out. Okay, and think of how the skin would work on this kind of character, as you can see, where it should bend, where it should stretch, and just try to portray this with your strokes. So now we're adding wrinkles over here and smoothing them down, because in my idea this should be a very old stick and made of some old wood. You can always press O on numeric keyboard to maximize this viewport that you are in. So now you can, well, hide rest of the UI and you can focus on sculpting. So as you can see, I'm thinking that the skin should follow the wrinkles, and all lines should be drawing our attention to the central of the head. So in this case it will be the eye. Now we can smooth those strokes. As you can see, we're just faking the folding of the skin. And I think we should make this part of the eyelid a little bit fatter, because that's the way it is in real life humans. So now just add some volume to that end, okay? And we can just add some volume, gentle stroke, and now smooth it out, and again just add some strokes, okay? And you can just push a little and add another stroke and another wrinkle, and we can build up this folding of the skin very easily. So now just smooth this, okay? It starts looking old and distorted, and we can refine this look even better. With small brush we can just add very detailed look to that, okay? And let's do the same for the lower lid. Okay, so add some strokes and then smooth it out. And let me turn on some music while you'll be watching as I sculpt. Adding now some small brush strokes to have more impact on the surface, and it should be more visible, like crevices in the surface. So now I'm just adding this antler structure. So change brush to very small size, and with the control key you can push the surface, and with normal mode we can move it up. So now we need to create all those small wrinkles and lines throughout all antlers. As you can see, I'm just smoothing this down, and I'm trying to portray these lines as they would grow naturally from the surface. So I'm just trying to variance their position, so it would like they look like in real they are. Okay, so now small stroke, and again smooth this all out, and this way try to make wavy lines, so they will be swirling around this your geometry. Okay, and now we need to add some lines on the back. Okay, and now let's do this part, and again don't worry if you don't continue the lines, because it will help you make more complex shape as you sculpt. And now we need to add some geometry here, and add some strokes, and again some strokes, and few more. Okay, we now should be very careful with that, because we don't have symmetrical geometry here, so it might be some problems here, but you should be careful with that, and just add volume to this part. Okay, and we need to change brush size and smooth this all out. As you can see, we got nice wavy lines going up this spike. Okay, and we should sculpt this part as well. As you can see, Modo is trying to make symmetrical strokes, but there is no geometry on the other side. And we can just add some sculpt detail over here. Okay, so add another stroke and just smooth this out, and we should take care of the backside. So as I mentioned before in the first part of the tutorial, the Modo sculpting system seems to work well when you can see all the surface at once. So this way it program is much smoother. So now just make one stroke and just smooth it out. Okay, stroke and smooth it out, stroke and smooth it out, stroke, stroke again, stroke one more time, one more time, one more time, and we can just build nice organic surface. So you can just smooth it out, and now add some strokes. Try to think how the weight is carried out from the base of the antlers to the and from the bottom side, and how they would grow to sustain to support these antlers. So they should be much stronger on the bottom, and they should be smaller near the tip of the antlers. So we should have this base more these lines should be more visible, and they should be much higher. Okay, so now when these antlers are growing from this part, they should mimic the real life antlers. Okay, so now add some stroke and just smooth it all out. Okay, and we got one left space for the sculpting. Okay, and we just like we did with the Hern antlers, we should add as much detail as we can in this stage of sculpting, and we should now create the base of the stick, and we should add some irregularities to this surface. So now we can just, it is good time to turn off symmetry, so press Alt spacebar and turn off symmetry, and now begin to sculpt one side after another. So let me play some music while I sculpt this part of the Hern stick. As you can see, I'm adding as much detail as I can, and I'm just using Control key to push geometry inside. And the strokes should be very visible because it will be visible in render well. So now add some variety to surface, and just we are getting to the end of this tutorial, and we are having great stick ready. And join me next time where we'll be painting this Hern and Hern stick in Mori. So thank you for this time. See you soon.